Hi there, and welcome to another week in review here at the Bob and Tom Show. My name is Jessica Alsman.
I'm Grace Yinger.
And we're here to bring you some of the best clips that happened this week and some of the funniest. So Grace, go ahead and start us off. What was your favorite clip that happened?
Well, you were actually here for this one. I cannot stand when people do this on Facebook, and thank goodness the room agreed.
When you're put on display in a rented casket, it's sort of like when you take your picture in a convertible you don't own and send it to your friends and put it in Facebook.
Yes.
Look at this great ride. I'm at the showroom.
People do that?
They do it for senior photos, I know.
Oh.
How do I know that has a nice car?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
No, my brother did.
Well, that's the whole thing with Facebook. People are putting the coolest stuff that they do.
Right.
And I'm never really like this. I'm miserable, but I'm waving in the convertible. Sorry.
That's when they
I
post.
didn't know you could rent a casket. That probably varies state to state.
He
I
doesn't
assume.
use Facebook.
When they're not posting pictures of things they normally don't do, they're posting vague things like. Don't you hate? You get on Facebook and somebody just writes, "I bet things will get better sometime."
Oh, I know.
Oh, jeez. Stop fishing
Thanks
for
ruining my Facebook
Yes.
fishing for comments.
Yes.
Or worst day ever. Don't even ask.
You can do it.
Don't even ask.
That's right, vague bookers. You know who you are.
Yeah, I don't do that much on Facebook. Twitter's a little different. That's a bit whiny. But
That's fair.
Jess, what about you? What was your favorite clip?
Obviously, I think a lot of the guys will agree. Chrissy Lee discussing if she's had sex in a car or not.
My favorite news story of the year today.
Yogi in disguise.
Christy, can I just read you the headline? Because this really is mostly about you.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I
You
know
know what story
exactly
is-
what story. It involves bass players. That's all he's going to have
Yes,
to
it
say.
involves a scientific study of bass players.
Yes.
And this is the greatest
over-under,
story.
The over-under on musicians Christie's dated, I'm going to go 12.
Dated?
Dated.
Oh, by dated, he's it's kind of a veil.
No, one date. Not necessarily.
Plus, Ace is back there giggling. Over, under, 12?
Over, under 12. Should I take the over?
No, now I have to
Just
think
first
about
date.
it.
Yeah, think about it.
I didn't think
Put
about
pen to paper.
But bass players in the news in a very
What do you
positive
define
way.
as dating?
Yeah,
Going out.
watch my. You see this finger?
Don't do
And
that. No,
What?
that's not
No,
a date.
that's not a
No.
date.
Wait, so we're not talking bedded?
That's not a date.
Thank you, Josh. No, we're not talking
Dated.
bedded.
I'll say so. An intimate encounter in the back of a car is not a date.
I'm going to say, no,
and
I'm
I've
going to
never
say
had that, to be honest with
you
you.
rode somewhere
Hang on a second.
in the car with him and he was driving.
Okay.
That's a date.
You have never had any kind of an intimate encounter in an automobile or a truck?
Not in
Oh.
the back seat.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
And under the categories are potpourri.
The defense rests.
Potpourri.
I'd like to call Mrs. Christie Roadhead Lee to the stand, please.
No.
Oh, you can do more in the front seat than that.
Potables, famous American.
Once again,
Truck bed sex.
I rest my case.
See, she's a lady. She didn't have sex in the back seat. It's okay.
Celebrities. They're just like us.
All right, Grace, what was your other favorite clip?
Well, so Todd McComas gave us a bit of an insight into his bedroom interactions, and this one could get a little sacrilegious.
I was with a girl one time, and she had a tramp stamp, and it was like during a very intimate moment, and I was like, oh, Jesus, because literally, I'm not kidding you, that's what it was, Jesus. Like, that is the moment.
The word Jesus?
Yes.
Or the face Jesus?
Tramp stamp Jesus, just staring you right in the
word
face.
or the picture?
The picture.
Wow.
Oh, she could
Lord
have
and Jesus.
done that in the front and had an actual beard back in the 70s. Yeah, in today's world, it would be shaved Jesus.
Pubic hair is the beard?
That is wrong for so many
It's
reasons.
very wrong. It
Was that a boner killer?
Wow. Yeah, tramp stamp Jesus is staring at you in judgment the whole time.
Man.
Tramp Stamp Jesus sounds like a band name.
I can do all things.
It was really well done too. Like the eyes just followed you everywhere you went. Like,
that's
one
a
of those
good
really
artist.
Good paintings.
That's
Yeah.
a good artist.
It's really good birth.
It's the
control for
creepiest
her.
thing I've ever seen.
Was it the
Yeah.
creepiest thing you've ever come across?
Thank you very much. That was
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Arnold.
What about you, Jess? Have you ever come across an interesting tattoo as such?
I mean, I want to laugh, but Jesus is watching, so let's just go ahead and move on.
Oh, God.
Let's just stick with the theme of the doing it train, boning, if you will, Pat McAfee's take in the bedroom.
One of my fondest childhood memories is my grandma had one of those things in the back of her toilet that said break in case of emergencies. It was a wooden thing with corn cobs in there.
Oh, that's
Anybody's grandma
hilarious.
used to have those? Yeah.
Anybody's family used to have
When
those.
I was a kid, I was like, I wonder,
Don't they sell those at Cracker Barrel?
did
or
people
something?
used to wipe with
Cracker
those?
Barrels.
Yeah, this
Classier.
borders on being a hack comedic premise, but my aunt always had on the lid the furry,
Oh, yes.
like it was like what's that carpeting called? That
Shag?
shag carpet.
Oh, I love that one.
And it was just thick enough that the
Wouldn't stay up.
The
It
toilet
wouldn't stay up.
lid, yeah.
The worst.
So you had to hold it with your hand,
Yeah.
and then
Aim.
grab the anaconda, and then invariably pee over your shirt tail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Grab the anaconda.
Anaconda.
You never miss an opportunity
To compliment yourself.
You're hung like a.
You got to
circus.
grab
It
the
never
head
says
of the
the
snake.
garter snake,
You got
does
to
it?
Do you have a
grab.
nickname for yours, Pat?
No.
And then in your vast life of
Life?
singleness, has a woman ever named it?
Yeah, embarrassing. A couple people
Really?
have called it embarrassing. A lot of people have called it a humble situation for me. The internet has really gone after it a few times.
Well, his penis has a lot of humility.
Humble or not, that is one successful penis.
Yeah, that's the first NFL player who's going to say his penis is humble.
Congratulations, Pat.
Way to go. Speaking of Pat, if you want to go to our app, you can check out a clip where he and Tom discuss the potential of him going back to the NFL.
Ooh.
While you're on there, you can also find our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of our social media. Thank you for joining us for the Week in Review, and we will see you next week.
Don't bring him into this.
Yeah, don't bring Jesus to this. Leave room for him, but don't bring him in. This is where Jesus goes.
I want to go to a middle school dance.
A middle school
A junior
school.
high school dance. He might tell me to leave.
You know where they do this thing?
It's my favorite. Although I was in the corner crying because no one would dance with me. Not even Jesus.
That's okay. I just stayed at home and ate brownies. Okay.
This is a really good song.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. Totally.